Hello, everybody. Scott Roberts here from Explore Scientific, and I'm with Ruskin Hartland. And Ruskin, we are very happy to have you on with us today. And we're talking today about the International Dark Sky Association. Ruskin is the executive director of the organization. Ruskin, how old is the IDA?
Yeah, thanks, Scott. It's great to be with you. We've been around just over 30 years now, founded in Tucson, Arizona by an amateur astronomer and a professional astronomer and a doctor. And we now have members and supporters in 32 countries on all six continents around the world,
Oh, wow, truly.
working to
Yeah.
protect the light from light pollution. Yeah.
And you've been with the organization since last year, is that right?
Yeah. I joined just last year. I met you first, Scott, at the NEAF, the last in-person conference at NEAF. We met
That's right.
there in the Airstream trailer. So,
That's right. In the Airstream trailer. That's right. Yes, and so so we have International Dark Sky Week ahead of us, and you know our situation where everybody's homebound right now. I was reading your tagline about IDA and the Dark Sky Week. That you're urging families at home to look up at the night sky and enjoy that together, but. The IDA does so much more. I mean, they are, when I first became aware of the IDA with David Crawford, who was the founder of IDA, it had a lot to do. I mean, it was pretty much solely focused on astronomy and protecting our night skies, which are, of course, near and dear to any amateur astronomer, right? And professional astronomer alike. But dark skies are so important for wildlife and bird migrations and all kinds of things. And we've learned over the last several decades how interlinked we are with nature. How would you characterize IDA as an organization today?
well, today we certainly have a strong foot with the amateur astronomy community in particular. That's where we came from, and we continue to be committed and work very closely with them. But what we found, particularly over the last decade, is that the movement has really grown and diversified, and I think grown strength from doing that. You mentioned the birders. There's probably a million birders here in the U.S. It's one of the top
More.
pastimes. And
Yeah, maybe more.
birds migrate at night, and the sky goes from a distant city. It messes up your astronomical observations, but it also messes up the birds' migration. We're also just people coming into the movement just because they hate glare. If you've been driving down the highway at night and you see those bright blue LED headlights
Uh,
glare to
yeah,
your eyes,
it's horrible, right?
it's horrible, right?
Horrible.
So it's really about looking to use light responsibly. Light when used responsibly is beautiful. It can really help us out at night. And it's really when it's used irresponsibly
Yeah.
that we all get into trouble. So what we're seeing is this kind of growing global movement of people coming together and saying, look, yes, it's about protecting the night sky. And in fact, when we're doing it right here on Earth, we should be able to look up and see the sky. Protecting dark skies is good for wildlife. It's good for the pocketbook because it saves money. It's actually good for our health. If you think about it, we rejuvenate at night in the dark. It brings us a lot of support in terms of as emotional and physical well-being as well.
Yeah, I have heard that. I've heard that the added stress of stray light, even like leaving a television on or leaving your tablet on or your iPhone on, your smartphone on, night is actually not good for you. You really
Yeah,
do
that's not just
straight up
yeah,
darkness
yeah,
for your health and your immune system, which right now is kind of critical that you have a strong immune system, right?
yeah.
So
Well,
it's always critical, and I would say that the message of the IDA in protecting the dark is extremely important. Over Christmas, the everybody likes to get the beautiful red poinsettia plants, and I did not know how critical it is that poinsettias get dark sky. In fact, they say that even just a door cracked open slightly with light, white light or blue light coming in, will keep the poinsettias from becoming that beautiful red color. So it's very, very interesting how critical all this stuff is.
yeah.
But how long is the the dark sky, International Dark Sky Week been going on?
That was started probably 10, 12 years ago now by someone who actually was not affiliated, associated with IDA, but was part of the broader dark sky movement. And traditionally, it's been an opportunity for people to gather together in a star party, out in maybe one of our great international dark sky places around the world. And clearly, that's not happening this year. And so we really saw it as an opportunity to do something we've always wanted to do, which was to take the dark sky movement to more people in more places around the world. So we reached out to the people in our community and said, we've got this idea to put together the first ever global virtual dark sky week. And everyone we asked pretty much said yes. How can we help?
Awesome.
So the week of April 19th to 26th, we have an incredible lineup of speakers, 3 or 4 people every day. Some will be pre-recorded, but there'll be live Q&A. Some will be broadcast live. So you get to learn about our shared heritage of night skies, about how dark skies enable us to explore the origins of ourselves and the universe. Learn about wildlife. Travis Longcore is going to give a piece on Earth Day, a live presentation and Q&A about the impact of light on nocturnal wildlife. And of course, we're going to bring in our advocate community to talk about things that you can do to help protect the night from light pollution. You can go onto our website, idsw.darksky.org, sign up for updates, get the latest on the schedule, and come in and tune in.
Right.
And we hope people will also take the opportunity, if they can, to go outside.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
absolutely. Why wouldn't so? We are, so many people are kind of feeling that cooped up feeling, or cabin fever, so to get out and look at the vastness of the universe and to see some, meteors streaking across the sky, or if you've got a telescope, geez, get out, dust it off, get it out and use it, no matter how big it is or how small it is.
Prep binoculars. Get
binoculars. And if you don't have that, just get your naked eyes out there and your Sky app on your smartphone, learn some constellations. It's a lot of fun. And, aside from it being a lot of fun, I think it's very therapeutic, because a lot of times you get the understanding of how, from the size and dimensions of the universe, initially some people get kind of this very humbled feeling. They feel how tiny they are in the world. I always remind people, yes, we are physically very, very tiny, but the universe is as vast as your mind can comprehend. And actually it goes beyond comprehension. So it is, it is a humbling effect, but I think it's a character building effect as well, as Carl Sagan said. And any amateur astronomer knows this.
And that's not just for people who live out in rural parts of the world where the skies are dark. Go out on your balcony and look up. I heard from a friend who lives just outside London and said she's been seeing the stars at night because there's less air pollution. It's not just that there's less light pollution, but there's less air pollution. So you get a clearer view of the sky. So if you can if you got a garden, go and maybe spend a night outside in the garden, lying out under the stars, or turn the lights off in your house, inside your house, and open the curtains and look out.
That's right.
And see what you can see.
That's right. I've had people often will set a kind of a nice scene for the whole thing. They'll play music. I used to know some ladies that would take out their big reflector telescopes, and they had crickets playing on a CD player. So they had cricket sounds, night sounds going on, and then they had some very calming flute music playing in the background as well. It's very, very, very therapeutic. Maybe a little hippie-ish or whatever, but it was always my favorite part of the star party to go to, where we would observe out in the Anza Borrego Desert, which is also extremely dark. But year by year, it has seen light domes increase from San Diego and Los Angeles. So that's a problem, and we really don't need to throw all that light up in the sky. As you mentioned before, it's wasting money. It's wasting energy, and from cities, that's coming from taxpayer dollars. So, as a concerned taxpayer, you probably would like them to use your dollar better, and that means aiming that light at the ground where it needs to be. So,
Yeah.
and IDA has all kinds of solutions for that.
Yeah.
There's ways for you to get involved with your local city council. The IDA has all kinds of resources to help back you up. You can nominate places for dark sky park status, that kind of thing. So it's the importance of all this. I can't really overstate it. So I would hope. Go ahead, Ruskin.
No, we're coming up with something. As more people are spending time at home, we're actually coming up with a new tool, working with some of our chapters and advocates around the country, coming up with a home lighting assessment. So if you're bored at home, you can go around and count the number of lights you got, and we're going to provide some simple things that you can do to do your part to reduce light pollution and save yourself some money at the same time.
Absolutely, I'm going to check into that myself. So, I hope that if you're watching this, that you're sharing this live broadcast. If you are someone that is concerned about dark skies, whether you're an astronomer or not, you're going to want to find stories that you can share on social media about dark skies and the benefits of it. And if you are an amateur astronomer at any level, I encourage you to join the International Dark Sky Association. They are a fantastic organization. They need your help, and they're doing great things. So, anything else that you want to add to this, Ruskin?
No, just thanks for the shout out, Scott, and sign up at idsw.darksky.org and hashtag look up together and hashtag Dark Sky Week. So look forward to seeing you online, and particularly the amateur astronomy community, share your images and share your photos. Use those hashtags so we can show the strength of this global movement.
And watch all those cool programs that's going to happen on
it's going to be fun.
National Dark Sky Week.
Yeah.
Take care.
April 19th to 26th. Be there.
Keep it dark, folks. Bye-bye.